You probably learned how to round off a number to a certain place value. The same concept and method are used to round off a number to a certain number of significant figures. Look at the example here. You have to round off the number to question A 4 significant figures. So for this number, you need to round off to 4 significant figures. Okay, first we need to decide 4 significant figures. We need to count from here 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need only these 4 figures in front. This is significance. So you need to look at this number. Look at this number, whether you need to round up or remain the same for the number 3. So from 0 to 4, you remain unchanged. For number 5 to 9, you have to add 1 to the value, to the digit to be rounded off. That is, so this is 9. That means you have to add 1, 2, 3. So 4 significant figures, which is 3, 0, 5. So add 1, 4, and need to remain a 0 here. So these are the 4 significant figures. Okay, for next is 3 significant figures. So 3 significant figures, we need to count from here. 1, 2, 3. Only these 3 figures remains, and these 2 will be 0. So we need to decide whether we need to round up or remain unchanged for this number 5. So we look at the number beside it, which is 3. So 3 is less than 5. So it will remain unchanged. The number 5 remain unchanged. So 3 significant figure is 3, 0, 5, and 2 0 here. If you need to round off to 2 significant figures, that will be 2 significant figures will be on the 2 figures in front. So we need to look at the number beside it, whether need to round up. So since this is 5, so you need to round up. Add 1. Need to add 1 to this digit 0, and the numbers behind should be 0. So 2 significant figures, the 2 figures that is significant is 3. So we don't put 0 because we add 1. So 3, 1, and 3, 0 behind it. Okay, if it's round off to 1 significant figures, so 1 significant figure, which is only this number, number 3. So we look at the number beside it, which is 0, whether need to round up or remain the same. So since this is 0, we need to remain the same. So the 1 significant figure, which is 3, and remain the same. The others will be 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 0. That's it. Give you other questions. These are in decimal numbers, but the concept of rounded off is still the same. Okay, for this question, round off the number to 3 significant figures. So round off this number to 3 significant figures. First, we need to decide where are the 3 significant figures. So for decimal, the 3 significant figures come from this. So we don't look at the 0, 0 in front. So 1, 2, 3. These are the 3 significant figures. The 0, 0 is not counted as significant figures. So these 3 numbers, and we need to look at the number beside it, whether we need to round up or remain the same for this number. So in this case, this is 1, so we don't round up. If it is 5 to 9, then we round up. The 3 significant figures for this number is 0, 0.0, 9, 5, so that will be 0. For question B, this number one significant figures. So the one significant figures is from here, only one number. So we look at this number, whether need to round up or remain the same for number 9. So since this is 5, so the number 5 to 9, you have to add 1. You have to round up. So add 1. So for 9, when you add 1, it will become 10. So the 1 will be here. So that will be 0.1. This is the one significant figure. Next, for 89.59. So you need to round off to two significant figures. The two figures is here, these two figures in front. So we need to look at this number. So 5 is more than, so 5 to 9, we need to round up. So we need to add 1. So when is 9 add 1, it is 10. So we need to add 1 here. So that will be 9, 0. Two significant figures is 90. So if it is rounded up to one significant figure, so only one significant figure. So look at this number 9. So this number 9 we need to round up. So we need to add 1. So that will be 9, 0. So for this number, whether it is two significant figures or one significant figure, the answer is still the same. It is 90.